Verse 9. And it shall come to pass in that day, say Yahuah, that I will cause the sun to go down at noon, and I will darken the earth in the clear day. This is something the Most High is saying here. He can do something that no one can do. And he's not going to use clouds to darken. The sun will be darkened at noon and darken the earth on a clear day. And I will turn your feasts into mourning. Our people, this is showing our people keeping feast days. And here we go today, keeping feast days. Keeping in the land of captivity, trying to hold Kadash days in the land of captivity. He's going to turn these feast days into mourning. And all your songs into lamentations. And I will bring up sackcloth upon all loins, and baldness upon every head. And I will make it as the mourning of an only son, and the end thereof as a bitter day. Behold, the days come, says Yahuah, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, because he's bringing that also, but he brought a famine. He says, no of thirst of water, but of hearing the words of the Most High. And we experienced one of the worst famines ever, of hearing the words of the Most High. We went to church, we got a scripture at the beginning, and then a bunch of nonsense all the way until the end, and no one was hearing the word of the Most High, and we didn't understand the scripture. We just had it. Amos 4, 6-13. Also, I gave you cleanness of teeth in all your cities. How is it he gave them cleanness of teeth? They didn't have food to eat. There was no food between their teeth. When you eat, your teeth get dirty. This is where plaque comes from. So when there's no food, their teeth got clean. And lack of bread. So you have people with clean teeth and nothing to eat. Yet you have not returned to me. After all of this, the people still refuse to return. All of the things that all of the oppression our people take in America, and the people still haven't returned. It's like they hadn't had enough yet. All of this, the curses upon our people. He said it would be for a sign and for a wonder forever on our people. And we're experiencing them, and they have, after all of this, they have yet returned, says Yahuah. I also withheld rain from you. See, we need the Most High. Right now, we're dependent on the government. We depend on government for food, for water, for all these things. But the Most High wants us to depend on Him for rain. When there was still 3 months to the harvest, it was 3 more months left for the harvest. If it didn't rain all the way to the last 3 months, then their crops will be destroyed and all their work will be in vain. So we're going to see our people working jobs and all their work in vain. And I made it rain in one city and withheld rain from another city. The Most High can make it rain in one city and withhold it in another. One part was rained upon, and where it did not rain, the part withered. And so they didn't have food. So 2 or 3 cities wandered to another city to drink water, but they were not satisfied. Yet you have not returned to me. And once again, he's saying, yet you have not returned. I've done all these things, and you still have not returned to me, says Yahuah. He's waiting for his people to return to him. I blasted you with blight and mildew. When your gardens increase, your vineyards, your fig trees, your olive trees, the locusts devoured them. Yet you have not returned to me. He's repeating this again and again and again. He know we some stiff-necked people. We're going to refuse to return. I sent among you a plague after the manner of Egypt. Your young men I killed with a sword. And our people, here it is, sword is upon our men, our young men, even our children. The sword is upon our wives now. The women are being attacked and killed. And so he's sending all these plagues And the people refused to return. Along with your captive horses, I made the stench of your camps come up into your nostrils. Here are your camps. Here are your different camps. He made the stench of these camps come up into your nostrils. And now they're dealing with these camps. They're dealing with major issues. Now there's murder. They're dealing with murder in camps, missing people. Look what they're dealing with. Look at the crap that's going on in these camps. You think it's righteousness? Yet you have not returned to me, says Yahuah. I overthrew some of you as I overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. And you were like a firebrand plucked from the burning. Yet you have not returned to me, says Yahuah. He's repeating himself again and again because he knew these people would not return because of their hard heads and their stiff necks. We are a stiff-necked people. Can't tell us a thing because we already know. We already know everything. You can't tell me nothing. Therefore, thus will I do to you, O Yashar'al, because I will do this to you. Prepare to meet your mighty one, O Yashar'al. He's saying the end has come upon my people. Prepare to meet your master. Prepare to meet the one who did this to you. And he's going to tell you, depart from me. I know you not, you that work iniquities. For behold, he who forms mountain and creates the wind, who declares to man what is his thought is, he can declare to you what is your thought. He declares to me my thoughts and makes the morning darkness, who treads the high places of the earth. This is where you will find him, on the high places of the earth. And you wonder why there's a meeting at this Kadash mountain. Yahuah, Almighty of hosts, is his name. This is who he is. Job 19:29. Be afraid. You should be afraid. After hearing all of this, the end has come upon Yashar'al, the Most High declaring, the end is here, the end is upon my people, and they know it not. They're going to hear this message. It's going to go in one ear and out the other, but the Most High sent forth his message that the end has come upon Yashar'al, and you should be afraid. It says, be afraid of the sword from yourselves. For wrath brings the punishment of the sword. Our people don't understand this. They think they're going to be saved. They think us waking up, coming out of Christianity and keeping the Torah the best we can, they think that's going to save them. Because the Babylonian teachers they do not, newsflash, they do not teach salvation. They can't teach salvation. It goes against their teaching. Salvation goes against their own teaching. Part of salvation is come out of her, my people. If you miss this, your salvation is gone. That you may know there is a judgment. You should know, be aware and know there is a judgment. Christians know there is a judgment. They know it's coming. But they don't know they're going to be on the wrong end of the judgment themselves. Jeremiah 30. Here is for us today. This is what we're facing Jeremiah 30 today. We saw the Most High showed us what happened in the past, and now he's about to show us today. Jeremiah 30, the word of Yahuah. The word came to Jeremiah from Yahuah saying, thus speak Yahuah, Almighty, Shadi of Yashar'al, saying, write in a book for yourself all the words that I have spoken to you. For behold, the days are coming, says Yahuah, that I will bring back the captivity, my people Yashar'al and Yehudah, says Yahuah. Now, no longer will we be known as Yashar'al and Yehudah, northern kingdom and southern kingdom. He's going to put this thing back together, and we will no longer be split up any longer. And I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it. You see, there's going to be a cause. Something's going to happen. And this cause will cause his people to return to the land. Can we get away from returning to the land? Can we get away from talking about the land? Can't we just for a moment get away from this? The scripture is full of it. So he's going to cause these people to return to the land. And you wonder why we're over here. And we got people sitting in Babylon telling me I'm close to the borders, but I'm not within the borders. As if they know where I am. They know better than the Most High. They know better than I do where I am. Verse 4. Now these are the words that Yahuah spoke concerning Yashar'al and Yehudah. For thus says Yahuah, we have heard a voice of trembling and fear and not of shalom. This going to be a time the voice will be trembling of fear and not of shalom. Right now you're being told shalom is coming your way. Ask now and see whether a man is ever, has a man ever been in labor with a child? This is the question. You've ever seen a man, nowadays we've seen it. We've seen these transgender, they're women, they became men, they have facial hair, look just like a man, and their stomach, their stomach is sitting out, they're pregnant. So we've seen this now. It's an ugly sight to see, but we have seen this sight. Whether a man is ever in labor with child. So why do you see every man with his hands on his loins? These men are hungry. Like a woman in labor. And all faces turn pale. They're suffering no food. Their teeth are clean. And they have no food to eat. And so their face turn pale. Alas, alas, for that day is great. This day is a great day, and there is none like it. It's the time of Yaakov's trouble. This is what we are facing. This is what's upon us. This happened in times past. Every time this happened, it's called Yaakov's trouble. It says, but he shall be saved out of it. Not all of Yaakov, a remnant. Only a remnant. A stump from a tree, from a very tall tree, only a stump. For it shall come to pass in that day, says Yahuah of hosts, that I will break his yoke from your neck and burst your bonds. Foreigners shall no more enslave them. We need to get to the point. Foreigners will no longer enslave us. And we will be free from all governments in the earth. See, you listen to the rumor that said Babylon is everywhere. You lying Babylonian rebel. You lying Babylonian teacher, you. Stop leading people in the wrong direction and stand up and tell the truth for once. But you're wicked and you will not do it. And shame will cover your face when the Most High judgment hits. But they shall serve their mighty one. They shall serve Yahuah, their mighty one, and do their king, whom I will raise up from them. Do their king? All right, we got to get a word on this. Because people don't understand what this means. Do their king. You see, Yahushua's not our king. Yahushua's not going to reign in the kingdom. Dude, our king. They don't understand this. And I will bring this out. I will give the meaning of what's going on here. And clear up the confusion from our people. Don't know who dude is. They think dude, the man that died, they think he's going to be the one as if he died and resurrected. Dude, their king. They don't understand this. Whom I will raise up from them. See, he's raising this dude up from them. Therefore, do not fear, O my servant Yaakov, says Yahuah, nor be dismayed, O Yashar'al, for behold, I will save you from afar. The Most High saying he's going to save us from afar. Why far? Because we were pushed far away. But there is another rumor upon rumor, that says America is the promised land. They are saying America is the Kadash land. America is Jerusalem. Jerusalem is in America. You see this? This mess is madness. And anyone that believes this, they are without knowledge and understanding, and death, famine will come their way. I'm sorry to say this, but it's true. Don't believe the rumor. The Most High gave us a word about these rumors, and we still trust and believe in rumors.